And everyone remembers the loud ones, but history is written by the ones who were ignored. This is the story of one of them, the boy. Everyone ignored. In a small town where names traveled faster than dreams, there lived a boy no one ever talked about. Not because he did something wrong, but because he did nothing loud enough to be noticed. His name was Eli. Teachers skipped over him without realizing. Classmates spoke around him, not to him, and when laughter filled the room, it never included his voice. Eli learned early what it felt like to be present, but unseen. When teams were chosen, his name came last. When questions were asked, his hand stayed halfway raised, then slowly lowered. Not because he didn't know the answer, but because experience had taught him something painful. No one was listening anyway. Some called him quiet. Some called him strange. Most didn't call him anything at all. And yet, inside that quiet boy, something powerful was growing. Every evening, Eli walked home alone. The streets were familiar, but his thoughts were loud. He passed the playground where no one invited him, the library where no one noticed him studying, the mirrors where he practiced speaking over and over again. Not to impress anyone, not to prove anyone wrong, but to remind himself, I exist, and I matter. In his small room, when the world went silent, Eli worked. He read books others ignored, solved problems no one assigned, practiced standing tall when no one was watching. Because deep inside, he carried a belief so fragile it could only survive in silence. One day, this will matter. Then came the announcement, a school competition, big enough to bring the whole town together, a challenge of logic, courage, and teamwork. The winners would represent everyone. Students rushed forward. Confident voices filled the room. Names were written proudly. Eli stood at the back, holding the form. His heart said yes. His fear said, remember your place, slowly. He folded the paper and stayed invisible. Competition day arrived. The hall was alive. Cheering parents, excited teachers, proud smiles. Round after round passed, until the final challenge appeared. A problem so complex, the room fell silent. Whispers turned into arguments. Confidence cracked. Time slipped away. No one had the answer. The teacher asked, does anyone know what to do? Silence, then a voice, soft, steady, unexpected. I think I can help. The room turned. Some smiled, some laughed, some doubted. It was Eli, the boy they never chose, the boy they never heard. The teacher hesitated. Are you sure? Eli nodded. Not with arrogance, not with fear, with certainty. As he walked forward, his hands trembled, but his mind was calm. This moment, the one he prepared for in silence, had finally arrived. He spoke, slowly, clearly, confidently. Each step of the solution unfolded like it had been waiting for him. The room froze. Then, applause? Not out of kindness, but out of awe. For the first time, people didn't look past Eli. They looked at him. Teachers saw brilliance. Students saw strength. The town saw something it had missed. And Eli? He simply smiled, because he already knew. Nothing changed overnight, but something changed forever. People listened, doors opened, voices softened, yet Eli remained the same, quiet, focused, grounded, because the lesson he learned was bigger than applause. You don't need attention to grow. You don't need approval to prepare. And you don't need permission to believe in yourself. Sometimes the world ignores you because it hasn't met the strongest version of you yet. So if you feel unseen, keep going. Your moment is already on its way. If this story inspired you, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more meaningful stories like this.